Hello and welcome back to the second gaming test of the day. Now we have the Galaxy Z Flip6 instead. Now this phone here, I'm particularly interested because it is the first ever flip phone, from Samsung at least that I know of, that has a vapor chamber inside. And I think Samsung knows that it is necessary because of how the 8 Gen 3 behaves. But just like the Z Fold 6, I don't think having a vapor chamber will save this device from thermal throttling at all. Because if you watch our previous gaming test for the Z Fold 6, you will know that this phone in Genshin Impact with the everything turned on and everything at the highest graphical settings, maximum render resolution, all of that stuff, it thermal throttled in less than 5 minutes. So I don't expect this Z Flip 6 to be any better as well. So before we start, let's go through the basics first. So the specs, as you can see here, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, okay. What's that again? The driver versions, if you're curious. And then screen resolution is at 2640 by 1080 pixels, same as what we had previously, so 22 by 9 in aspect ratio. Memory, yes, we have 12 gigs of LPDDR5X now. I am pretty sure they upgraded the RAM for AI features and not for gaming at all, because you can check our video at the top right corner here to know why the RAM amount doesn't actually help in terms of gaming. Your RAM speed does, and that is why LPDDR5X, that is the fastest available right now, so that's good. And yeah, the battery capacity has been upgraded as well, so you can see it is now using a 4000 mAh battery nominally, and we're starting off with 100% charge. So to get on with the setup process, I will just show you guys first. We'll head into developer options, scroll somewhere near the bottom and turn on GPU watch. I will have to shrink it because this phone is, as you know, weirdly sized, so making it smaller means that I can see more things, so that's good. Heading into Gaming Hub though, we have to enable Game Booster first, scroll all the way down, Lab, enable this. So alternate game performance management mode is gonna give us the highest performance possible out of this phone. Then, I don't think I have this installed, but game plugins is important. So once we install game plugins, there's gonna be a lot of stuff here. I'm just gonna install Game Booster Plus and also PUBG. So this one first, then PUBG. Okay, so for Game Booster Plus, what we're gonna do is just to enable it, go in here, make sure that everything is at the highest possible graphical quality and FPS. So we just do this, apply to all games, yes. Frame booster is gonna be turned off because if I don't turn it off, then they will be introducing a lot of quote-unquote fake frames, and the FPS reading will get confused. So the next thing I'm gonna do is to enable PUBG. Usually I don't recommend you to do this because it will consume your system resources. So as you can see here, PUBG is telling me some duplicate information when compared with GPU watch. But the reason why I have both of them running is because GPU watch has this render resolution contextual info here, but PUBG will tell me the temperature. If Samsung just implemented temperatures into GPU watch, that would be amazing. Then I don't have to use PUBG at all. Either way, we'll start off with Genshin Impact right now. And before we begin with the gaming test, do like and subscribe because we don't have any sponsors for these kind of videos, and your support really helps a lot. So we can see the render resolution of this game is surprisingly high, 1920 by 785. Okay, even the S24 Ultra is only at 18 something something by 8 something something. I don't know which one is higher, I need to do some math, but it should be very close to the S24 Ultra in terms of pure pixel count. So what I'm gonna do here is just to refine my stuff. I need to finish them anyway. I don't want to use all of them because I want to reserve some for tomorrow. And now let's just go and farm some ley line. Is that what's that thing called? I don't know. I'm gonna move this here. I need more books, so oh, here it is. So the temperature 39 degrees Celsius, it's gonna climb very fast. Oh my god.
Everyone hold hands. By royal
By royal
Let's nip that in the bud. Hey!
Oh. Sheesh.
And trap.
Where did you come from?
Insubordination. One with the force.
Oh god. Yeah, playing this character on mobile is not the best.
And trap. Get with me.
Yeah, 45 degrees Celsius right now. I think it's slower in terms of the temperature increment compared to the Volt 6, but yeah, it's not gonna help much.
I'll approve you.
What the hell is this combo?
Let's nip that in the bud. The banquet is nearing its end. Our bond is strong. I see everything. And shroud. I'll approve you.
Why are all the enemies just randomly placed? Okay, I need one more run, but first, let me try if I can do this on mobile. Aiyo, the cooldown for this fish shell is real slow. Oh.
Excuse me. I hear everything.
So just as expected, we're gonna drop to like 40 something ish FPS. And the one reason why it doesn't thermal throttle as fast as the Fold is because this Fold here, the render resolution is super high. So it's no surprise. But still, it's heating up quite fast. Because once again, you cannot beat physics. You only have such a small real estate to use. If you want to add a vapor chamber inside, it's not going to be that big.
I'll approve you. And shroud.
Oh, 48 degrees Celsius, that's new. Okay, thermal throttling is gonna kick in soon, I think.
Everyone hold hands.
Let's move.
By royal decree.
One with the force. Gonna get careless. Rah. Rah. I hear everything.
Bro, I can't see.
Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud. Enjoy. Dust.
What?
Two.
I still can't get my head around the fact that it is at 48 degrees Celsius. Now it's thermal throttling. We can get only like about 30-ish FPS. Sometimes you can feel some frame skips, but overall still okay. Usually people won't play this game at such a high render resolution or graphical quality, so you might still thermal throttle if you don't enable all of the options that we did, but I do think that it will still eventually thermal throttle. And now it's at 48 degrees Celsius, it's not gonna come down, I don't know why. You know what, I need to boost the brightness a little bit.
I see everything.
Definitely frame skipping. The speakers are so good that I can feel it vibrating the entire phone. My god.
Shower you praise.
The wind knows me.
Okay, we are done at Genshin Impact. As mentioned earlier, thermal throttling. We can get somewhere around 30-ish FPS when it thermal throttles. Not the worst, but I don't expect anyone to be playing it at this high of a resolution anyway. Same goes to the Galaxy Z Flip6. But if you use the exact same settings like I did in this video, then this is what you're gonna get. At least for version 4.7. Yeah, they're gonna upgrade all the graphical settings in for 5.0. Yeah. So for the temperature, this is gonna be real simple. So we can see the bottom half here is real cold, and we only can get like about 30 something degrees Celsius. Okay, the top here is where the heat is gonna be, so we're seeing 45 degrees Celsius, 45.7, nearly 46. So that is to be expected, and the back is gonna be similar as well. So let's take a quick temperature check here. Surprisingly, the frame of the phone isn't exactly that hot, so that's good. So the back here is at 44.1. Yeah, the hottest is at around 44.1. And I'm just gonna show you the picture here because the hotness, the heat in the Galaxy Z Flip6 is gonna be split into two parts. The top half, more like my left part, is where the camera bump is, and that's where the motherboard is located. That is also where the chipset is located, and that side is gonna be hotter than the other side. So you can see there's a clear separation between the two halves of the phone. I'm not really sure how big the vapor chamber is, but yeah, the entire top part is just hot. So for PUBG Mobile, render resolution is at 1760 by 720, so yes, not the best out there. Graphical quality, we can only go for Extreme Plus, which is interesting because the Z Fold 6 has another option here. I forgot what's the name. So let's see what frame rate we get first. One thing I realized is that there's scan lines all of a sudden. Not sure what happened to the refresh rate of this screen here, the PWM dimming refresh rate. Maybe I tune up the brightness a little bit. That doesn't help at all. So it is something to do with the, I don't know, refresh rate. That's the best that I can go off of. Anyway, we're getting, yeah, the extreme plus frame rate setting, I think. Yeah, that's only 90 FPS. So we'll use this frame rate. If you can't stand the scan lines, then just skip to the next game. I won't stay here for long anyway. Yeah, we are getting very stable frame rate, 90 FPS, 43 degrees Celsius, a little bit higher than what I expected, but again, this is a flip phone, so you only have half of the phone here to be used as a vapor chamber. That is already the maximum size that you can put in this phone here. So yeah, that is quite unfortunate. But what can we do, right? Again, we can't cheat physics, so this is the most that we can do. Still, at least we're getting a very smooth gaming experience on this phone with PUBG Mobile. So, for COD Mobile, we have ultra frame rate, which is good. Then medium graphical settings, because anything higher will not be ultra frame rate. We will use all of these settings. Super resolution turned on, and as you can see here, we are playing it at 2640 by 1080. If we turn it off, then it will decrease back to 720p. So for me, super resolution stays on. So now let's head into a game.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint lost. Target sight. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Headshot! Cover me! Reloading! Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. UAV online. Hardpoint is ours. Enemy contact! Enemy!
It is to be expected.
Sentry gun ready to deploy. Hardpoint lost. Let's go. Contact with enemy! chopper on standby. Hardpoint locked down. Stealth chopper inbound. Sentry gun deployed. Friendly shock RC is ready. Hardpoint locked down. Sentry gun ready to deploy. Sentry gun deployed.
Yep. Stable frame rate, stable gameplay. That's all that matters. Real good. No problems. Even for the Z Flip6 with a smaller cooling system to handle COD Mobile with all of these settings. Then next up, we're gonna go for Mobile Legends. Get out, I don't want any of those. So I did the appeal thing, restarted the game, but we still don't have ultra frame rate. Don't know why, but the Galaxy Z Flip6 has that option, so we just use whatever we have. So render resolution is at 1980 by 810, again real high. So we just jump into a game and see how things go.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
Pom
All troops
pom.
deployed. Time to lay down the law.
Since when they added this arrow thing?
The gun represents justice. It's gonna save someone. Bullseye! An enemy has been slain.
Nice.
My mom sacrificed her life for this city. I won't let anything happen to it. My shot always finds the target. Killing spree. Target locked. Bullseye. Double kill. Triple kill. We can do it. Yeah! Legendary.
90 FPS not gonna be an issue at all for this game on this phone. I mean, yeah.
Triple kill.
I'm still gonna stay here for a little while to see how things go because this game is kinda interesting.
We can do it. That once little girl. You have slain an enemy. You have slain an enemy. Double kill. I'm still warming up. The gun represents justice. When time killing spree. Don't underestimate me. Mega kill. That was an easy kill.
Bitch.
Hey! Stop! An enemy has been slain. Bullseye! Don't underestimate me. Attack! Shut down. An enemy has been slain. Come back home.
Yeah, we'll proceed with the next game now. So for
Your team
this game in
destroyed a
particular,
turret.
Mobile Legends, you're not gonna have any issues at all. Even though it only has 90 FPS, we're still getting a very consistent gameplay, so no problems there. For CarX Street, as you can see here, let me change the control first. Steering wheel. The graphical setting is at all maximum. Motion blur, blah blah blah, no frame rate limit, so we just drive around to see how things go. This game is definitely gonna thermal throttle the device, I mean. So let's just go to a race. Single. Just like me, ha ha ha. (47°C). We're gonna thermal throttle soon, but we are getting like 30-ish, 40 FPS. Not the best even before thermal throttling, so we'll see how things go when it starts thermal throttling, like right now. I can definitely feel the slowdown right now. If it goes below 30 FPS, I'm actually not surprised. So let's go to another race. Surprisingly, this phone, yeah, it just maintains at 47°C for this game in particular. 30-ish FPS, not the best in terms of frame rates, but also remember, a flip phone. You don't have that much real estate for your vapor chambers and whatnot, but we're still getting this kind of performance at the absolute highest graphical settings. Oh yeah, the render resolution is at 1678 by 686. That's a tongue twister, but pretty high in terms of the render resolution. Still not thermal throttling. There's a bit of slowdown, so we are dipping like 28 FPS like what we had just now. Not a big issue, but definitely can be felt. Goodbye audio. I don't know why this game is like this. Every time I test using this game, there will be some sort of loss of audio. So yeah, that's CarX Street. Surprisingly, it doesn't thermal throttle but managed to maintain about 30 FPS at 47°C throughout the entire test. So all is well, I guess. For Fortnite, what we have is the same as the Fold, so we can go maximum everything, epic, whatever quality preset is, 100% 3D resolution, everything at the absolute highest. Then apply and we jump into a game to see how things go. So this game is also the same as PUBG Mobile, so I think any game that is running at 90 Hz refresh rate is gonna cause this kind of flickering issue. But nonetheless, if you are not playing through a camera like me, then you won't be able to see it with your own eyes. Anyway, let's just proceed for a while here. As you can see, we are hitting 48 degrees Celsius, so it is probably gonna thermal throttle soon. Oh god, there's someone else here. Bro, I give up. I can't even do anything and I'm dead, and then now I have to wait like 5 minutes just to get into another game. Battle of the Gladiators. I'm surprised I'm not dead. So far, I'm kind of surprised. We don't thermal throttle. Oh yeah, the render resolution is a bit low at 1544 by 632, but either way, it doesn't thermal throttle, that's good. I mean, we are getting kind of fluctuating frame rates. We were getting like 40-ish, 50-ish just now, but now it is like 60. Again, it does fluctuate, so no surprises there. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Yeah, Fortnite won't thermal throttle and we are kind of at a stalemate here. 40-ish FPS, that's all that we're gonna get. and at 47 degrees Celsius. It won't go any higher. Let's end it with style then. Oh, I really did end up with in style. Okay. War Thunder. So we can see graphics. Everything is already at the absolute maximum, and now we can just hit into a game and see how things go. Again, no idea what's the render resolution since GPU Watch doesn't work with this game, but we can see the frame rate, which is not that good. And that is to be expected because we are at already 46 degrees Celsius. I didn't let the device rest before jumping over from Fortnite. That's how I do all the gaming tests, by the way. GPU is at 101% usage. What? The temperature I think has come down a little and we are getting like 60-ish FPS, which is what I expected from a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 phone in this game because that is also what we get on the S24 Ultra. Now, will you tell me where's the enemy because I can't see anything? So temperature has gone up again and now the frame rate is again dropping to like 30-ish. So unfortunately, again, we can't cheat physics. What is this? We can see now that it is much more stabler, 40-ish FPS, 46 degrees Celsius. So I think realistically we can expect this kind of performance if we're gonna play World of Tanks on this device with everything turned to the maximum. Is it though? I'm gonna win by doing nothing, correct? Yes, correct. I'm gonna win by doing nothing. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna end the gaming test right here. So, the Galaxy Z Flip6. Every year I have to say the same thing again. This flip device, the phone, this form factor is not meant for gaming, but you can game on it if you want to. Again, you have to manage your expectations because once again, you only have this half for the entire cooling system. So even though the vapor chamber, if Samsung puts an entire vapor chamber covering the entire top half here, it's still smaller than what we have on the Fold in terms of volume, and even smaller if we compare it with something like the S24 Ultra, because you can see this phone is literally just half the height of the S24 Ultra. So with that said, the gaming performance coming out of it is nothing out of the ordinary here. So Genshin Impact is okay. The frame rate does dip quite a lot, so you have to either lower the graphical quality or the render resolution. Again, I don't expect everyone to go and enable this Game Booster Plus option, but if you do and you use all of the exact same settings like I did, then this is the performance you're gonna get. And overall, still pretty impressive for such a small device to have such good gaming capabilities. And after about 2 hours of gaming, you can see the battery is now at 57%. So yeah, the battery consumption is slightly lower compared to the Z Fold 6. And that is to be expected because this phone's render resolution is lower, and even the pixel count on the screen is lower than the Z Fold 6. So yeah, that's all that we have to share with you in today's video. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the full review for this phone in particular. If you have any specific questions, then do leave them down in the comment section as well. I will try to incorporate them in the review. So goodbye, and we'll see you there.